Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Grizzly again. I'll be reviewing One Punch Man. If you are curious, this might be... My plan was to get this review and the Fairy Tail review and two small, one drink review and one food review all out before the live stream, but the Fairy Tail review was like 30 minutes long of me just talking and talking and talking and talking. It was like 10 minutes of me talking about what the next chapter could be, and like 12, something like that, 12 minutes, and it's not coming out today. I'm not going to render it in time. So this might be your only other video other than the food and drink video and the live stream later tonight. So we're going to be jumping into One Punch Man. We are picking up chapter 208 this time, 208. This just came out, I'm going to keep the light off right now. Just for the time being. Let me... Actually, no, I'm gonna have to do this because this is a darker chapter. Where I'm reading this from. Alexa, Deathlight 30%. Alexa, Deathlight 30%. Okay, that works. So yeah, we're picking up chapter 208. I'm saying right now, the only thing I know is I'm in a One Punch Man Discord. That's why I knew this dropped today. It's like an official server or something, and they were using the definition of fraud, and them calling Blast a fraud. Like him never saying what fights he did fight, and this is a definition of fraud. Like I saw something like that. So I'm curious what the fuck happens this chapter. I'm guessing Blast is gonna get fucked up. That would be my guess, but that is the problem with that. I should have... The only reason I still have notifications turned on for that server is because right then and there I knew that new chapter dropped. Even though the place I usually read from didn't have the chapter up yet. They still don't, as of me recording this right now. But let's jump into chapter 208. I think I already did this, but we'll do it again real quick. Perversity. Also, every so often, I will be showing off the panels. It will be only up for a tiny bit, and then it'll be gone. But we can see right here, Blast holding on to Sonic and Flashy Flash. From the last chapter of Void Slashing. What is this? A Genjutsu? No. The village was just an experimental ground for creating monsters like this. Is he completely healed? No, actually. And then Void comes out of nowheres and kicks Blast out of the air. And he lands, and oh my god. That's so fucking cool. Void is completely healed, it seems. Like his face is not of a monster anymore. Just as you've guessed. Void? Oh, that's what it is. His monster skin that he had is chipping off. Like chipping away so you can see only this galaxy type look. I had a feeling something was off ever since I absorbed that avatar's power. And he's thinking back to the monster puncher. I can't think of his name. I want to call him Guro, but I don't think that's right. I don't know what One Punch. I have too many pages. I cover too many series. Where is it? Come on. I absolutely have his name written down. Why? I think it's just Goro. I want to say it's just Goro. Fuck me. I might have to look at this. It's bothering me. Hero Hunter. One Punch Man. Yeah, Goro. I absolutely wrote down Juro, which I'm more than certain that was the King of the Monsters. Two of them someone had a name close to Garu, and my brain always fucks it up. It fucks it up constantly with One Punch Man. I have Garu written down in the S-Class Hero section. It just doesn't have a number next to him because we don't have... Technically, he's supposed to take over Bang's position as number 3, but he hasn't, so I haven't put a number next to his name. It was right there in front of me. I just didn't see. Fuck me. God damn it. But it's him thinking back to Goro, Cosmic Goro, and saying that he absorbed the power from him. It seems like he was a failed creation, granted power by God, while secretly holding a dark nature that defies it. Oh shit. What a perverse bastard. Yeah, he already had that dark aura, like he wanted to be the villain, so it makes sense that it was... Oh, that's fucked if he's a failed creation. Let me guess. Blast gets his ass whoop here by someone who is a perfect creation of God, and people are going to be like, oh, he's a fraud. He's a fraud because he just got his ass whooped. My guess, this is me not looking at the chapter. I'm like, not even halfway. I'm like a quarter through this, a third, something like that. Let me guess. He gets his ass whooped. And then we don't see anything. He gets his ass whooped at the end of the chapter. That's because, like I said, if I didn't know about fraud, like them saying Blast is a fraud, I wouldn't guess this. But I'm guessing Blast gets his ass kicked. Like, gets kicked, and then that's it. That's the end of the chapter. Like, he gets beaten, like, severely, and we don't see a reaction. We don't see if it's truly Blast, if this is not illusion or some genjutsu or some stupidness, because it could be. It always could be. That is my guess. We're gonna see his ass get kicked, and that's it. It's gonna be the end of the chapter. That'd be the best way of me thinking what the fuck they mean by Blast is a fraud, of me seeing that. That is gonna be my guess. We're gonna go through and see. If I'm right, I'm not happy that I'm right, because the One Punch Man community is ups and downs sometimes. It's the same way. Well, I can't say that. I think my worst community I've ever been in is the One Piece community. I love One Piece. I just don't keep up to it day anymore, because the amount of people that run agendas and like hate on other groups is more than any other fandom that I've been in. And it's just one of the fandoms I just stay away from. If I do One Piece now, I just try to stay away from the fandom. Unless certain people I know talk about it. Otherwise, I'd stay away from the fandom. One Punch Man isn't as bad. One Punch Man is nowhere near leagues of like One Piece or Naruto fandom. I don't know about Dragon Ball or Bleach, because I haven't seen Dragon Ball. I haven't seen all of Bleach, so I stay away from the fandom, so I don't know. But sorry, going off the rail. However, as a result, your power of darkness that counters God no longer works on me. On top of that, I've also remembered my rage towards you, that God's will made me forget. If that's true, what he just said there, however, as a result, your power of darkness that counters God no longer works on me. If he's immune to Blast's like his attacks, his main force, then Blast is kind of fucked. It's the thing of, if it depends on what Blast has in his arsenal, but if that takes out a quarter of his attacks, it could only take out 2 attacks. I don't know, but it's still whatever. Blast takes off his fucking shades. I've also not been showing pictures because I've just been kind of talking. He takes off his shades and throw them to Sonic. Like, he's serious. I'm afraid because he's going to get his ass kicked. I'm afraid that's the problem, is I saw them calling Blast a fraud and using the definition of fraud. That's my problem, is I saw it and I would be devastated with Blast being defeated here. But that's how it's seeming, and that's the problem with seeing stuff like that. I hate that I saw that. It pisses me off. Blast using the Knuckles and teleporting to Void, and Void countering with both swords. Spiraling Windblade. And then Blast evades it by going into the void, or the black hole, and then punches Void with a gravity knuckle, whatever it's called, where he teleports it, and then also does like a gravity kick. I think that was his moves. Don't underestimate me just because you've dealt with my dimensional cannon and gravity knuckle. So yes, gravity knuckle, not whatever, and dimension cannon, huh? And it's just back and forth, like it's just Blast, like, still doing. I don't know if he's doing physical damage, because if anything, right now it seems like Void is taking the attacks, but he's not. It's not looking like Void is taking any damage. If he escapes into a different dimension, I won't be able to track him. I can't give him the chance. Holy fuck. I was gonna pop up on the page. Holy fuck. I can see why they called him a fraud. That's almost to the level of Luffy seeing the future of his hand being cut off if he does an attack, but it actually being cut off. Like, if that were to happen. He was about to teleport his knuckle, his dimensional knuckle, hit towards Void. Void rotates all of his limbs and head to look backwards and fucking slices off Blast's arm, or his hand. Blast is taking it back. You can't teleport without putting your fists together, can you? Here's the thing. Before I continue, Empty Void has just said that. We don't know if that's true. He might have shown every portion right now that he's teleport using his fist to putting his fists together. But it could just be an ability that doesn't require it. Maybe this is me throwing a fucking ball at a hoop I can't see. maybe it is less draining and time consuming to put his knuckles together to teleport. Him doing it not like that causes more energy to be wasted. Maybe. Fucking just throwing it out there. Your desperate tactic of using a boring magic trick to target my blind spot is disappointing. S-class hero. Less S-class rank 1 hero. Here's the thing. Other than Saitama, if Blast can't deal with Void, I don't think any other S-class hero is dealing with it. I don't think anyone in the fucking Neo Heroes is dealing with it either. This is an opponent from across the galaxy. It's like, oh, whatever. I'm gonna get pissed. You can't dodge the dimension. He looks so cocky. My only thing is, this could just be a fucking genjutsu or something stupid. Like, it could be that this whole thing is a charade and Blast didn't lose an arm. Like, Blast, I could see this being the case. I haven't seen the rest of the chapter. There's probably a page or two left. Blast could fucking next chapter show off that this was just him trying to get Void to open himself up to weaknesses, to leave himself open, and this is an attack for Blast. Like, all this damage he's done to Blast is fake damage. Like, because the arm could just be a fucking trick. I don't know. This is dimensional enemies. I don't know what the fuck it is. Can't dodge the dimensional slash anymore. Watch a city around the world along with their citizens get shredded while you just stand there doing nothing. You're still bad at lying. Your eyes are shifty. What? If you were the same I fought with 15 years ago, you would have immediately cut my head off. But now that you're absorbed Guro's factor, God's brainwashing is starting to wear off. He might not be wrong there. And then the last panel, I'm not showing this because I don't know. It would probably get flagged because they have a weird thing with blood and stuff, even in panels. I don't know. It can probably be shown. Still not showing it because we're just going to jump into the review. And when I talk about this last panel, is Blast being cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. He got cut 7 times in a second. He's missing his right arm, like right hand. And that's the end of the chapter. I was correct. The thing is, until there's a new chapter, Fraud is going to be next to Blast's name, and probably in the community for a while. Until they show Blast like this was a fake out to open up empty void, or maybe the damage is, if the damage is real and Blast doesn't get a counter at all and this fight is over, Fraud is going to stay next to Blast's name for the rest of the series. I can't see it not. I'm not going to see him as a fraud. They gave so many reasons here to why Void would be more powerful right now. Empty Void would be more powerful to Blast. He is now a perfect creation of God. He doesn't have the weakness that Garo had. And with him absorbing the power can now nullify, it sounds like some attacks, if not all attacks, of Blast. And he took out the hand that Blast uses, believing that if Blast doesn't have 2 hands, he can't teleport. Like, there's so much here that I can't see fraud when I see Blast. And the two things I'm gonna be called is I'm dick sucking because I'm not joining the crowd. I'm saying that it's possible, and I'm probably gonna be called something else that I can't think of right now. There's dick riding and dick sucking. It's always a case of, oh, you're going against the crowd and you're really just all for the Arthur doing it, or you're all for hyping up a character when they shouldn't be hyped up. It happens a lot. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. But there's also another thing I would probably be called. But I don't really care. I love Blast. The thing is, we could have not seen Blast for the entirety of One Punch Man until the very end, and I've been fine. But since we've been getting Blast more and more, and now we're seeing fights, I'm perfectly fine with him losing some. If he were to lose some, whatever. Not every hero is going to win every single fight. This is also another dimensional threat. We're talking about a god here. A god that gave Goro the power. Saitama had to go... The thing is, Saitama had to break like almost everything to be able to beat Cosmic Goro. Like, he had to keep raising the power over and over. And Cosmic Goro, was an imperfect creation. If we're going by this subject, this Void should be fucking, 10 times more powerful at this point. Like, and Saitama's not here. Like, it's such a fucking... I don't know what to do. I don't know what with this. I don't know how they beat Void. I have no idea. I don't know how they beat Void. I don't know how they beat God at this point. I don't see it happening. The thing is, they could definitely set it up really good. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it from this point. This is almost to the same point of, like, how the fuck does Luffy beat Kaido? I don't know how he beats Kaido. Like, that type of situation back in the day. I'll also bring another One Piece thing that pissed me off with the fandom way back. Is way back, and this would be spoilers if you're not caught up or not full. You have not seen the Wano Country arc, because I'm not even caught up. I finished the Wano Country. I'm on the next arc. I think at Egghead Island. I have not watched. I'm not caught up. I'm like 30 episodes behind. But during Wano Country, we have a flashback of Odin, and Odin, the character, is supposed to be like this badass. Suddenly, in a chapter, his whole character, he started acting goofy and doesn't want to face Kaido. In that one chapter, everyone ripped, like, so many YouTubers and reviewers ripped Odin to shreds. Basically said, he is the worst. Without the context clues or context at all, they were all for him being shown to him being one of the worst characters. One chapter is all it took. Next chapter came out, they pretended like they never said anything. They never said anything. Some people did say, that was my fault. I didn't know the context. I saw highly of those people that said, I didn't see the context. That was my fault. But the people who just moved past, I was like, cool. Not watching you ever again. This is, I think, to the same point. Blast's name is probably under the rug right now. For most people. Not for me. I fucking love him. I'm gonna continue to love the fucking man. Like I said, they didn't really have to show him, ever. But to see battles with him, to show the cosmic entities, to show the possibility of what is beyond, like enemies of higher calibers that Saitama or they can solely work up to, is so much more intense. It's so much better for the story long run. Like, this is, even if Empty Void escapes, like, he escapes here, Blast has to be healed. Maybe Blast, all this damage is real. Blast has to be healed. And Empty Void leaves the planet. Can't be tracked. He is a future threat to come back. Blast and them now have a goal to achieve, to beat Void down with this new power-up. We have a goal in mind. We have a place where the heroes have to get up to a certain level. We could see Atomic Samurai finally find the other sword, the other legendary sword, and bring them together. There's so much you can build up to. It's like Blast being defeated here. It's mind-blowing, but they've shown why it could be the possibility of him being beat. They've said some stuff here. But also, this could be a really good step forward of, like, Void and them gets away. We know the strength. We have an idea where the strength of God and the other things are in this story. We have a long way to go. We need the heroes to step up. We need the heroes to get better. Hopefully the Neo heroes don't become full dickheads and they actually be competitors to the Hero Association, where each one gets better and better and better to be the best for humanity's safety. But I don't know. I'm giving this 9 out of 10. This is like a 9 out of 10 for me. This has set up something. I want to see next chapter, but it's like 2 weeks. I'll have to wait because I'm covering this day one that this came out. I'm hoping to get this up. I'm going to start rendering this. I'm going to render the small things first. If this doesn't come out on the 13th of November, this will come out tomorrow morning. Because like I said, the stream takes priority to get that done. Because I want to play that game so bad. I want to play it start to finish and get uninstall it from my PC. It's been on my PC. It's been installed on my PC for years now. And I want to play it start to finish. And I'm probably going to cry my eyes out. I'm going to get emotional. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this talking and that. I'll probably keep my eyes off the One Punch Man community as a whole for right now. Maybe I'll eventually look back, but who knows? I'm not big. I don't look into the One Punch Man community as much anymore. I used to, as a whole, look into it a lot and look at other people reviews and things, but I don't really do that anymore. I talk to friends about One Punch Man. I talk to people some of the people I still look up to. I see them talking about it, and that's the only time I really get One Punch Man or talk to you guys about it. Otherwise, I don't really look at the One Punch Man community anymore. Yeah, I kind of lost interest in it. I rather lose interest in the One Punch Man community than the One Punch Man manga. So, I'm sorry, I went off the deep end. This was an 9 out of 10, though. More than likely, this will be coming out tomorrow morning because a 10-minute video has like a 40, 50-minute render time. Somewhere around 30 to 50-minute render time. A 10-minute video. This is a 30-minute video, almost a 30-minute video. This is going to have a render time of like 2 hours. And I'm going to be live streaming in less than 2 hours. Something like that. I'm recording this way later. But I'm sorry. That was chapter 208 of One Punch Man. If you guys like the video, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep all the content. Otherwise, it's been Mr. Crazy again, signing off. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Wherever you are, just have a good day. Hope I see you guys next video, and peace.